AJ and Y2J. They had this whole Shellcast tag match to start the evening. And then after that, we built to a singles match between two of them. And I really like this line that AJ used when Chris Jericho went for a drop kick. He said, very impressive, but I can top it though. Do you remember when he said that?
Yeah, that was awesome. It's fun out in the hole.
It was. That type of competition is great between babyfaces. Neither of them lost their status as babyfaces. They both competed with each other to outdo each other. And I think Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose could benefit from that.
Yeah.
Because, we'll get to it a little bit later, when Dean and Roman just, well, I guess Dean specifically kind of turned on Roman, it was a little bit unexpected, but I guess I just answered my own question. He's a lunatic fringe, he's going to do unexpected stuff like that.
I definitely got pretty hyped when I saw that happen, when Dean went to go for the Dirty Deeds on Roman on Monday Night Raw.
It was completely unexpected, and it was a great idea. I've been saying it for a while now. Dean could benefit from being turned full heel. It could help Roman in the long term. Because Roman just needs opponents to continue to build him up to be the company's top babyface. And he's already feuded with just about everybody.
Yeah.
In really short order. Dean could be the perfect foil right now.
He could. It'd be another betrayal.
You're right. You're right. You know, I think Vince has that in his back pocket, and he's just waiting for the right time.
I feel like eventually, someday down the road, when Seth Rollins returns, they're probably going to have like a triple threat match between Roman, Dean, and Seth or something like that.
I wouldn't doubt that at all. Not at all.
That'd be a damn good thing.
Yes, it was. And talking about damn good matches, just to return to SmackDown for a minute, the finale there was Chris versus AJ, and they did have a really good match, I have to admit. Now that we know the two of them are going to be facing each other at the Fastlane pay-per-view this Sunday, for the third and probably final time, I guess the first question is, do you think they're going to have a match that's been better than the first two?
Well, I mean, it seems like AJ Styles matches in general have just been getting better and better, so I don't see why not.
Okay. And the second question, now that we saw AJ just tear apart Miz on Raw, no questions asked, who is AJ going to face next? That will be a month to WrestleMania. I know I keep asking it. Well, how's your feeling now? Now that we've seen your boy, the lunatic French, drop his Intercontinental title.
I'm hoping, just hoping and praying that Dean goes on to face Triple H at WrestleMania, but I don't know if I can convince myself that, that's going to happen. Because Roman and Brock, though.
That's true. They stand in the way.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, what are you feeling about the outcome of this Sunday's main event? Now that we saw Dean attempt to pull a fast one on his brother, and Roman quickly ignored him, and Brock standing tall for Ramble.
I feel like there are a lot of outcomes. It could just be Brock killing both of them. It could be Dean and Roman joining together to take down Brock, and then maybe one of them turns on the other at the last second and then takes the pin.
What I personally think is going to happen is, because Dean dropped his Intercontinental title in a fatal 5-way match this Monday on Raw, my feeling right now is that Dean is going to go over. He's vacated that title, put it on Kevin Owens, so that when the time comes, at the time being WrestleMania, he'll be able to go over Triple H. And that being the case, I think AJ Styles is going to be the new opponent for Kevin in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania. Now that he's the Intercontinental Champion, it'd be the perfect showcase for him.
It would.
Because we've seen what's Neville doing right now. Neville is yeah, exactly.
Playing comic book hero.
Comic book hero, yes. Yeah. It was the Lucha Dragons and Neville against Ascension and Stardust this past week. And the comic book effects of the backdrop they set was really nice. The match itself was okay.
It was pretty much what you expected. just a lot of finishers and then Lucha Dragons and then we're going over.
Exactly. Not nearly as good as the match the Stardust had on Raw. On Raw, he was part of that Fatal 5-Way match.
Oh, yeah.
And all 5 of those men put on a tremendous show. Me, I think it might be match of the year so far for 2016.
Yeah, that's a definite good call because that match was incredible.
Was there any other matches that stand out so far from this past year already?
Definitely the last man standing match. That was a great match.
Excellent one. Aside from that, this week from the Divas champion cut a scathing promo on Brie Bella.
Heat.
Oh yes, a ton of heat. Now that Brie's husband Daniel has hung up the boots, and we've talked about, we support him 100%, man. Charlotte taking shots at him, and basically trying to cut the nuts off the guy, saying that he was in a league of his own, kind of like he's dead. And like we talked about, I thought this was really good heel stuff from Charlotte.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Now that we've been reading that Brie is almost certainly going to be retiring soon to be a family woman, she's going to go home and be a family woman.
Yeah.
Is she going to go over in her match at Fastlane, or is this going to be another chance for someone to put Charlotte over, and then Charlotte will carry on with someone else?
I almost kind of want Brie to go over to some extent, but at the same time, I don't see why she would if she's retired.
Yeah, I agree with you. Aside from that, this week on Raw, past week on SmackDown, we saw an excellent match between Naomi and the boss, Sasha Banks. This is the best match we've seen Naomi in quite a while. They went about 10 minutes, and Sasha playing babyface here.
Yeah, definitely.
Just give me your thoughts on Sasha Banks as a heel compared to Sasha as a babyface. Which do you like, which don't you like?
I think I like Sasha as a heel more, just because, I don't know, she's the boss.
Exactly right. But as a babyface, I think she can pull it off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't think she should rely on it long term.
And Becky was looking very weak at the end of that.
When she got super kicked onto the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked terrible. I mean, how does that help her?
I don't know.
Made Team Bad look pretty good though.
Yeah, it did. And they can't decide if Team Bad is still together or not. Sometimes they'll use the music, sometimes they won't.
No. But as of now, they finally don't have Sasha Banks' name in the graphics. Talking about teams that are in turmoil, we recently have found out that there's a little bit of bad news for Bad News Barrett. But it doesn't necessarily have to be bad news. Maybe like Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett's departure from the world of professional wrestling could be in his best interest, because like Daniel, he's a guy who's had a lot of injuries, and it doesn't seem like things were getting any better for him.
No.
What this means for League of Nations, I'm not sure. But as a 3-person party, hey, they could recruit some other foreign heel into their base.
A particular Canadian Intercontinental Champion.
Maybe. Or maybe a Canadian male model.
Yeah.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah. Kevin Owens betraying Canada to take that Intercontinental Championship.
That means more money for his family.
His family.
And a better opportunity.
Yeah. Whereas Tyler Breeze will just spend it all on hair products. All of his extra money.
Yeah, and facials.
Yeah.
And those various different seasonal residences he has all over the world. That's got to cost a lot of money. He was always living in places like Cairo, Egypt, and Monaco. If you can have a seasonal residence anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh man, that's a tough choice. There's a lot of good places.
Like I said, for me it would be Sardinia. How about you, John?
Maybe out in somewhere in rural Japan.
That'd be awesome.
Well, since we're at the end of the road, we might as well go through the rapid fire for the same. In continuation from last week's episode, we're counting down the remaining 5 matches for WrestleMania. So we got up to match 5. So that means we have to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I thought about it. My match for match number 6, it would be a tag team match. I think at this point it would be a good idea to have the Usos in a match against the heel Dudleys. The heel Dudleys, somebody we have. Absolutely. We haven't talked about them yet on the program this week, but the Dudleys having turned a heel, I think this is in their best interest. It makes them look awesome. And a match against the Usos at this point just seems obvious.
Oh yeah, we should probably also mention the surprising attack on Roman Reigns by the Dudley Boys on Raw.
It was pretty surprising,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, we know that Roman and Dean had to have some sort of match. They needed to smack into the Fastlane.
True.
And this gives them pretense and I guess heat on the Dudleys. But you're right, it was surprising.
Situation.
It was a win-win situation, which was surprising, for sure. What was your number 6 match?
Number 6 match. I mean, honestly, I have a feeling it will be a tag team match between the Usos and the Dudleys, the way things are going right now. Either that or possibly the Dudleys coming for the tag championships.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that definitely could be the case. Like they talk about every week, they're on 9 titles. It's only a matter of time before they get that 10th one, I think.
Yeah, they're coming.
I think so. Coming at number 7 match on the night, I think we can both agree that the world title match, since we've talked about already in the program, is going to be Dean and Triple H. So we don't even have to talk about number 10. Yeah. So really it's just a 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
For those remaining matches, so for match number 7, it's going to be the United States title. And at this point, since Kalisto, I think, is going to drop his title to Alberto this weekend at Fastlane. Maybe I'm wrong, but we found it's going to be it's best 2 out of 3 falls match, right? Mm-hmm. So that being the case, I think Alberto being the bigger guy, it's only logical and stands to reason that he's probably going to win the WrestleMania. But who knows? Hit the ropes, lucha. So I think that Alberto is going to become the United States champion, and he's going to be defending the United States title against, well, not Dean, not Kevin. So the only other person that's credible should be someone from the League of Nations. So wouldn't it be a funny turn now that Barry's gone and there's no Sheamus, that he faces the other person, Rusev?
Oh my god.
Because Rusev versus Alberto for the United States title, that's a match that could, maybe not headline WrestleMania, but it's a top tier match.
I think it is a top tier match as well. Or maybe John Cena will be back.
I don't know. You can include him in your list. I'm banking on him not being there.
Yeah. Or it'll be Jack Swagger.
Is that who's in your match number 7?
No.
No? Jack Swagger's not in the match number 7 WrestleMania?
Well, I feel like after he took the stupid stomp onto the chairs last time, that kind of...
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
It'll be Zack Ryder.
Okay. So who's Zack facing in match number 7?
Yeah.
Zack getting an amazing push all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Only to just get a staggering stupid score.
Yeah. It'll be a good match, but he'll still take stupid stuff.
Oh. Well, you know what? That certainly gets me hate him. So that leaves 2 matches to go. Match number 8, it's going to be a Divas match, and it's going to be the Divas title. We already had, I named 1 Divas match in my first half. So for the Divas title, it's going to be Charlotte, and it's going to be a triple threat. And in the triple threat, it's going to be her facing babyface Sasha Banks and babyface Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And at some point during the match, Sasha's going to turn. At the opportune moment,
yeah,
she's going to come out the Divas champion.
Gonna hit with a backstabber.
Exactly.
Into the bank statement.
Got her. What do you think for match number 8?
That's pretty much everything I've thought of for that match.
Yeah, it'd have to be some kind of deep match in that spot. It normally is. Okay, so with 1 match left to go, This is normally the spot of the night where it would be like kind of like the Legends match, because I think last year this match was either Bray and Taker or Sting and Triple H, right?
Mm-hmm.
So since we know that there won't be Sting because he's still injured, and I don't think there'd be Taker because we have no build for him. Besides that, who would he face? So I don't know what other legend it could be. I doubt Chris Jericho's gonna get the number 9 spot. That just seems too high. So
NXT debut?
match number 9 at WrestleMania? No, you know what I think it's gonna be, dude? I think it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And Brock's gonna be in a marquee match against Bray. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Brock and Bray. Bray and the Wyatt family.
Sure.
Brock might get it back to him.
Maybe.
Or
we
that.
get taken to the playroom.
Or the entire Wyatt family will get taken to the suplex city.
Both are very likely.
What do you think for yours? So this is our last pick of the week.
Well, I think Brock versus Bray is a pretty good call. I mean, I really doubt they would, but maybe they'd continue some sort of thing with the Big Show and the Wyatt family.
Oh my goodness, match number 9 at WrestleMania? I hope not.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be. Oh, we saw it on Raw the other day.
Yeah.
Big Show didn't even last 5 minutes against Braun Strowman.
Please retire.
Oh, I still haven't checked out the Stone Cold podcast.
Cold.
Apparently, the big guy talks about that.
Yeah, he does.
So maybe that could be who could be in the number 9 match at WrestleMania. The Ryback.
Ryback. Goldberg.
Returning Goldberg against Ryback for who gets to wear that costume match.
Surprise return of Goldberg just to take on the big guy.
I've been hearing rumblings. Last time we said rumblings on this program, you know what happened?
Shinsuke.
They came true.
Oh my god.
I think we better just shut it down because we can't really top that. So yeah, match number 9, good pick. Big E, it's going to be Goldberg and Ryback. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.